cicada. I thought that was
Yeah.
like armor. Oh my god,
Nope,
that's
it's a cicada.
And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to session 2 of Beyond the Pale.
and you even have their dice. Oh my god.
All right, so where we last left off. Also, we are short by a couple of people. Unfortunately, Amarasi has family visiting, so he will not be joining us. And Tommy Beans, unfortunately, has fallen a little bit ill. We wish him all the best, recovering quickly. Not least of which of the reasons so that we can at least play some more D&D with him.
And steal his gold. He's not here.
Yeah.
I mean, what a rogue thing to say.
But yeah. Thankfully, from what he was saying, nothing too big, but enough to warrant not being in today. So, where we last left off, the entire party was over in the market area getting supplies, except for Bas and Maximus, who were over in the slums. Maximus in particular looking for a way to blow off some steam.
Oh, he found it.
And he found it.
When you put it that way, it makes it sound like I'm either a cold-blooded murderer or trying to whore myself out of things.
Or Kano Los Dos.
I am just going to point out you did talk to no less than 3. Was that?
I only talked to one prostitute.
But you did also try to murder somebody, so a little bit.
I did.
Because didn't you
there was
talk to the one,
Bean-faced woman.
and then you talked to the other 2 who were over in the worker district, right?
Well, no, because I effectively, if you want to count it as 2, because the girl that got beat.
Yeah.
And it was less talking, more demanding.
Yeah.
And then the
I mean,
2
is that not how you would do
passerbyers.
prostitutes?
Well, no. I guess. I don't know. I've never spoken to one, so. Yeah, so then the 2, I guess, bystanders, if you will, that I almost impaled, and then the male prostitute, so.
But, yeah. You did talk to no less than 2, and you did almost stab somebody.
So it was a
Poor
good
guy.
So am I entirely inaccurate in making it sound like that? And then Bas had gone and found a different way to obtain the same information.
Well, and thanks to all these berries someone keeps hawking around.
I wouldn't call it cold-blooded murder as much as it's like, I want to harm someone, followed immediately by, oh good, someone did something that upsets me anyway, so I can harm them.
Which is fair. Always an acceptable way to to blow off steam. All right. So for the people that were over in the market area, while that was all happening, what were you guys doing?
We were... Let's see here. We were looking for all the listing of crap that we wanted to kind of pick up and put under the tab of the new expedition, and we talked to very convoluted. Talked to an old lady who sold me a hookah pipe, which pointed me to another old lady who had a cousin who sells clothes 2 streets over. Went to the lady who sells the clothes. Her name was Jintra. She is a sister at the tailor shop, but knows a friend that may be able to help with the supplies we need named Jared. Jared's in the Noble District, so we were heading down by the port into the Noble District to talk to him about getting our supplies. So we're going to Jared's.
Afterwards, you will be able to make the joke of
slowly
we went to
building.
Jared's.
I'm slowly building my old lady sewing circle. And you're just like, no, jewelry.
And you have I think you got a sock, right? For Squealer?
I gave my sock to the guy at the temple.
That's right. That's
So I
right.
no longer have a sock.
So we will start out with the half the party that is over in the slums. So, Maximus and Bas, you just recently discovered who the person was who had beaten the working gal. I assume you were both headed to the Noble District to find the tavern.
Well, so
Correct.
we went about it 2 different ways. So I was
Correct.
actually, while Maximus went in, like he went searching, like what you said, 2 or 3 hours. After he stomped off, I went to and I found like that's when I bribed the kids with money and food.
Yep.
And they basically took me there directly. How much extra time do we have between when I find the place and then Maximus does? Or
I'm going to say that you're going to have like a hour and a half head start on him.
okay, perfect. So well, I guess technically, right? Neither of us, we know that we both know basically the same thing, that he's in one of the taverns, but we don't
Yeah,
know the
that's
name
one
of
of 2 taverns.
it.
Yep.
Right. So the orphans are taking me to one. Forget the name of it. Shit. I should write this down.
I don't think I named them, so.
Okay. So they were gonna take me to the edge of the city and point me in that direction. But yeah, that's as far as I got. Is that they were gonna take me to the edge of the slums, close to the inns, but we didn't have a name, and there was 2 of them.
Yep.
I think that's where I'm at.
And the prostitute that I have escorting me is leading me, but hasn't said which one we're going to either.
Yeah. So both of you are getting led to the 2 taverns. It's just going to be a matter of chance, 50-50 odds, as to whether or not you end up at the right one.
Or at the same one as each other.
Agreed.
Okay. Dealsies.
So, we will start with the person who has the head start, which is Bas. Roll a D4 for me.
Good. Ace good. All right. Sorry, Vim. Screw you. We're not watching anymore. Tree won't mind. D4. Go. Watch out. Ooh. Hey, Max 4 crit.
All right.
Double upon bronze. Fuck. I mean, no.
So, the let me just
He's
real
behind
quickly
you.
get some
Yeah, it's like no. In real life,
standing
what?
behind you. It's Shia LaBeouf.
Do it.
Standing with a knife. It's Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife. It's Shia LaBeouf. Oh, I love that song. Anyways,
God,
so
I love Zom's helmet.
same. We can all just take a moment here for a second to appreciate Zom's helmet.
Or sorry, what's the real name of it?
No, it's a Spangenhelm. It's
Okay,
just short.
I was about to say us. Me as a plebe, I'm like,
The one I was gonna wear, I can't wear my headset in because it's
Yeah.
also weighs about 9 pounds because it's a shitload of chainmail.
All right, so, Boss, the kids that you paid to help show you where these taverns are, they bring you into the Noble District. all three of them kind of looking over their shoulders, a little bit alarmed because they're not really supposed to be in this area. They could get harassed very easily by any of the nobles that see them. And they lead you up towards the one of the two taverns that they had mentioned. This one's called the Hearthstone. And one of the kids points over at it and just tells you, like, that's one of them right there. And you see it. It's very clean marble and granite bricks that make up this entire tavern. It's got a flat roof on it as well. No tiles coming down like a lot of the other buildings. And the fact that it's maintained tells you that they definitely pay a lot to make sure that it's well maintained.
Deal. So I take the 3 good berries and I give 1 to each kid. And as I was doing, like, last time I was doing, like, kind of like sleight of hand magic tricks with the 3 gold coins. May I roll a sleight of hand?
Yeah.
And then, well, okay. So my idea is that I'll roll a sleight of hand, and if I hope I roll well, but this we'll leave it up to fate. If I roll like well enough and you dictate it, I'm at like instead of 1 gold coin each, I'm gonna give 2 to each kid.
Okay.
So kind of, but it's more of a magic trick kind of thing.
Yeah. Roll it.
So regardless, I mean, kid's gonna get 1 gold, but. Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah. It's easy enough. You kind of fumble it a little bit, but the kids are kids. They're easily impressed by your attempt at a magic trick, as well as even more impressed with each of them getting 2 gold coins.
But okay, as before I gave it to them, you know as well as I do, starvation and more desperate measures mean more dangerous means. You 3 don't tell anyone of this, otherwise, well, I'm sure you know what will happen.
The kids, like, they're happy taking the 2 gold each, but they're also kind of a little bit scared. And they just each kind of quietly nod. And then one of them kind of tugs at the hem of your cloak and is just like, do you still want us to show you where the other one is, mister?
If you can stay here out of sight, and this doesn't work out, yes. 10 minutes, so I'll know by then. Or, better yet, if you hear a commotion, that means I'm in the right place.
We'll be hiding in the bushes in front of the tavern.
Don't get peed on.
So yeah, great. Then I'll enter into the tavern.
All right, you enter in, and you see fairly homely. It's definitely high class, but it seems to be fairly. I guess if there were a word to describe the way that the interior looks, it's very prudish. As compared to some other higher class establishments you might have seen in the past, where there were different games that were out to be played, like dragon chess or cards. Here, it is simply a sitting and smoking room, a reading room, and a dining room, and then stairs that lead up to the rooms for the guests, as well as a very small bar where they seem to serve mostly wine and spirits, but not a lot of ales or beers.
Mm-hmm. Cruising the area, do I see a serving person?
I'm not even going to make you roll for it. Yeah. There's a serving person who's working in the dining room, as it is now getting closer to sundown, so they are beginning to set up for the evening meal.
Right.
And there's also the person who is working behind the bar.
Okay. Do I see the serving person coming in and out of a kitchen area?
Yes. Well, currently they're setting up the table, but after a while of sitting and waiting, if you choose to do so, you see them go in through a door to the right of the bar, near the far end of the room from you, and then coming back out with more plates, more tablecloths, linens, of stuff of that sort.
Okay. If there's a table by the entrance to the kitchen area, I'd like to sit there. Especially if it's not made up yet.
As you go to enter the dining room, are you trying to like sort of stealthily sit down?
No, just very, very obvious.
Okay. As you go to, the server sees you and is just like, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a room with us or a reservation?"
Does he have like he's cleaning up or bringing stuff out, right? You said
He's getting the dining room set up for the evening meal.
okay. Then does he have like shit? What do I call them? I work in hospitality. I should know this. A server's tray. Jesus.
At the moment, he's more so carrying a bunch of different dishes and some cloths for like tablecloths, napkins, stuff of that sort.
Okay. So he approaches me and talks to me. Okay. So, no. As a matter of fact, I don't. Or he asked, do I have a room here? I do not. And I take out a gold piece and I plunk it or I drop it into one of the glasses and I cover it so the sound doesn't make too much noise. Though I have a question about if someone's staying here. And how many glasses do they have?
At the table that you're sitting at, which has been fully set, there are 4.
Okay.
And they are clear crystal glasses.
Okay. So I drop 1 gold and I cover it. So, though I do have a question about maybe someone who might be staying here. A question that might fill each of these glasses. If you don't mind me taking your time.
Make a persuasion roll.
All right. Ginger. Come on, Toby. Get it. Tobias, come on. Buddy. Buckaroo. I love you, but come on. Sorry. Persuasion.
He looks absolutely unimpressed with the 1 gold that you've shown and potentially 4 gold that you're offering to bribe him with. And he just sort of like has this haughty look as he's just like, "You do realize where you are, sir. It's going to take a lot more than 1 to 4 gold for me to speak about any of our potential clients."
You misunderstood. How big is a gold piece? Yay big?
I'd say about the size, like a little bit, I'd say like silver dollar size.
Okay. You misunderstood. I didn't say 4. I said I'd fill each of these. And then I take out another 9 and put 10 in 1 glass. And I fill it.
Make another persuasion roll, this time with advantage.
Thank God I can just steal it all back.
We hope.
Well, that's
We
perception.
hope.
Okay, that's
That is.
perception.
That would have been fantastic.
Why would you click that? Oh, well, 18's pretty goddamn good too. So I'll take
right.
that.
And do the second one, just let's see if... Okay. He's currently wiping out one of the crystal glasses now, and he looks over to see if the other patron working the bar is looking over his way. And he walks over towards you, picks up the glass, grabs your sleeve, and says loudly, We don't serve your kind here, and we don't take bribes. And then as he grabs you and starts pulling you up, he sort of just like whispers slightly like, meet me around the back.
Just a curt nod, and then out I go.
As he pushes you out the door, he also like pours the gold coins out into your hand. Take your dirty money with you.
Ooh. Ooh. That was a terrible decision.
So now what
All
do you do?
So I'd like to read again. So he said like, wait for me out back. Just using, I guess, my passive intuition or insight. Was this surreptitious, or did I get a feel that he was actually going to meet me?
You could roll for insight.
Okay. Oh my god. Well, I'll just
You're
have to try.
unsure. You're not sure.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I'll wait out back. It's fine. At least I got my gold back.
All right, you go out back. As you head around to out back, we will swap over to Maximus. Maximus, roll a d4 for me. All right. You are led by the prostitute over to the noble district. As you are brought over, you see a granite and marble stone building coming into view with a sign out front that says the Hearthstone.
I'm gonna.
Yep, no worries.
Sorry. So I'm gonna look back, or as I pass by, I'm going to drop about 5 silver behind me and just growl, scram.
And the prostitute takes off. So you, as you're walking up to the building, roll a perception check for me. Or actually, what's your passive perception?
11. That's my passive.
What is your passive?
Oh, it's 11.
11? Yeah, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. You see 3 kids hiding in the bushes out front of the building. Except they're like, where before they were hiding, they got bored after waiting for someone that had arrived with them, and they're now like playing different sorts of like games, standing just slightly up out of the bushes in front of the building. Based on what you can see of them, they do not belong in the noble district.
Cough, cough. Bribe them with good berries. I'll tell you anything. Just know a druid who just keeps throwing good berries.
Hold on. Okay. So Maximus is going to attempt to put on a calm face as he walks up to these kids.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to clear his throat first and goes, "Are you kids lost?"
Okay.
They promptly crap themselves.
I mean, would you be able to tell? Anyways, they are definitely alarmed. You kind of spooked them and made them jump because they forgot that they were supposed to be hiding, and they forgot that they were not quite so hidden anymore. And one of them is like slowly shrinking back into the shrubbery. And one of the other ones is like doing the shy, like not wanting to talk, but still talking, just like, we're waiting for someone.
So I'm gonna not pointingly but amusingly ignore the kid that's trying to like shrink back, and I go, oh, well, you might want to wait when others can't see you if you're trying to be sneaky. And I'm just gonna kind of like thumb my nose a little bit, and then walk towards the door.
You hear like a small relieved sigh as the other kid shrinks back into the bush as well.
I was imagining the Maximus just being like, well, let me help you, just like push.
Yeah.
There you go. Hidden.
Slowly just.
You step into the tavern and you see a dining room that is fully set now with patrons that are beginning to dine. And the only person you see aside from the patrons, none of which are the person you're looking for, is the bartender who sees you and you walk in and looks around. He's just like, that blasted server is always stepping away. Walks over to you. Can I help you, sir? Do you have a room? Do you need a room?
No, I don't need a room. I just need information.
And he looks over at the diners.
Yeah, sorry, go.
He looks over at the diners sort of alarmedly and I don't think I understand. What information do you need?
Oh, you see, I'm lost. I'm not from this area. And he kind of like cracks his neck and he goes, I'm looking for my lordling. He's bronze, looks kind of like me, two wings, haughty.
I think we might have seen one like you, but he wasn't much a fan of our rooms and our policies.
Oh. So did he move rooms on me? He's always doing that. Or did he move taverns? I'm sorry, not to disparage your establishment.
Oh no, and he kind of like leans in. I don't think he really wanted a sophisticated room. I think he wanted more a place where he could do as he liked.
Very much like him.
Not to disparage your lord.
No. It's okay. He can be eccentric. Do you know
That's a way of
where
putting
he
it.
went?
I don't. I'm sorry.
No troubles.
I wasn't even the one that was helping him. I was working behind the bar.
No.
I think it was Dorian who was helping him, but he's disappeared. I haven't seen him.
That's okay. I have a feeling I'll find out soon. Thank you. And he's gonna hand him 2 coins and 2 gold coins and be like, "Have a great rest of your day." And
he's
just
gonna
stomp
smile.
out.
Thank you. You as well, sir. Swapping over to Bas. You've been waiting out back for a while now.
It appears so.
And finally, after a good long while of waiting, You see the back door open, and he's like cleaning some stuff off his hands. And sorry, I had to go through and get everything set up for the meal. Right, before I said anything, the gold.
The gold. And then I give him back the 10.
Right, now, what are you looking for?
Bronze scale. Big. Dragonborn. Can't miss him. Here? No.
I
Where?
Well, he's definitely not here. He didn't much care that we don't allow prostitutes and we don't allow parties.
Hmm.
I believe he set up over at the other tavern in the Noble District, the Glitter and Gold.
My weight was worth the effort. And then I'll hand him 5 more. Hope you, what day is today in our lore?
So it is currently Wednesday for you guys.
Not sure about the Wednesday rush, but an extra 5 for good measure. Just in case I need to come back for more.
Well, your gold's always good here, sir.
Thank you. Quick question. Which way should I head?
Do you need a guide? I just finished up my shift. For an extra 2 gold, I'll show you.
No, I have 3 very dirty guides waiting for me.
Right, well, best of luck.
Actually, I'll take that 3 gold and I'll give you 2 more if you help my 3 friends occasionally have a scrap. Sound fair?
That would definitely get me in big trouble, sir. Because they don't much like us feeding the poor folk out the back. Looks bad.
That's fair. Then 3 gold it is to show me the way.
Right? I will take you there. And he hasn't even changed out of his clothes. He just holds out his hand.
Another 3, so what that would be 13 total? No,
18
18
total.
total.
Yeah, because
18.
you gave him 10,
5,
and then 5,
yep.
and then now 3.
18. Deal. Dealsies.
All right,
Well, actually, 10, 5, 3 once we get there.
All right, fair enough. And he starts walking.
As we go by, can I whistle at the 3 kids waiting? Get their attention.
Yep.
Are you gonna GTA this guy as soon as you get to the other place?
Oh Jesus! I mean, no, he's helped me out. I'm gonna GTA this Dragonborn.
Real
Oh, okay.
quickly, roll a performance for me.
Actually, I'm not. Well, you'll see what's gonna happen what I have planned. Performance. Ooh.
Yep.
Though I'm very charismatic for some reason, performance is one of the ones. Yep, I'm not super good at.
Yeah, so you whistle. You whistle. It's not the loudest whistle, but you whistle. You
Do I
don't
get their
see,
attention?
you don't see them because you were up back. You don't see them from the other side of the building.
Oh, walking the wrong way. I see. Damn.
And you don't hear any movement. You don't hear anything.
All right. Sorry. As you said, they don't like our class of personage. One moment, please. So I'll walk around, and I'm assuming 3 gold at least buys me 30 seconds to run these fucking kids down.
Well, the guy's already like starting to walk, and he's like reached the end of the street because he expected you were just going to be following behind him.
Shit, I'm not gonna leave these fucking kids.
I would
Okay,
like to direct your attention to roll 20, please.
I see it. I see it.
Okay,
You perceive my terrible whistle. So yeah, how far away is he?
I'd say at this point he hasn't been walking for that long. He's maybe 10 feet away from you.
All right, 1 more gold for a minute of your time.
All right.
Fine. So I'll take a minute. I'll go around the corner and get these kids' attention.
All right. As you walk around the corner, Maximus, you step out the door and you immediately hear somebody playing the kazoo out back. Just something weird that you just heard.
I'm gonna look towards the bush that the kids are in, and then kind of not exactly sneak over to the corner, but like definitely slowly walk towards it. Like I'm not trying to be stealthy, but I'm also not trying to be loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You hear the kids once again like playing, but this time they're down in the bushes. They did not hear the kazoo sound whatsoever. Did not react to it at all.
Then I'm gonna wait poised at the other corner.
You get to the other corner, and after a few seconds of waiting, roll a perception check.
Oh, okay. I'm just rounding the corner. I'm not trying to be.
Oh, you're not being stealthy in any way?
Yeah, no, I'm just.
Yeah.
Like
You hear
just poking my
footsteps
head out,
to your
I'm like-
left.
and then I see this giant dragonborn motherfucker. I'm going
Yep.
and get like, hey,
Yep.
Good. The same location. Where are you heading?
where we both need to go.
Perfect.
Shit, I didn't get their names.
No, you did not.
Wingle, dingle, and tingle.
All right. Oi! The bushes. We leaving. You coming?
You hear a scrambling and like bush like being jostled around as they finally make their way, and like one of them like trips and falls and rolls out, and then the other two come out and help him up.
Deal. All right.
Was he in there?
No, but I found someone who can get me there. It's not safe. Time for us to go ways. But if I ever need more help, can I always count on you?
Sure, mister.
All right, then get gone. Before
And they just scram. They don't even hear the rest of what you're about to say.
before ... And then I'll look at Max.
And thus the rowdy tough street gang boys were born.
That's right.
2 gold apiece, Jesus.
I'll look at Max. You wouldn't believe how many people you have to bribe, how many kids you have to bribe in this line of business. Then I'll walk off.
As I follow behind, I'm gonna be like, well, you know, if you just act a little sweet, they kind of do what you tell them to.
Transitioning now over to Market Gang.
Market gang, yay!
Our turn.
All right, so y'all have started making your way over to the port in the Noble District, if I remember correctly, to
That's right. God, you guys got
to find Jared.
It was so funny.
Going to Jared's.
Going to Jared.
So as you reach the port, and you see bustling lots of workers on the docks going through loading and unloading goods. This time different in quality than the ones that you had seen back when you, at least Zamturok, when you had arrived in Flamehearth. Much higher quality, much finer quality goods being moved around at this port. What do you two do?
Are there... So we basically get to the port area near the Noble District, and we're just kind of like, okay, now we have to find Jared.
Yep. Do you remember what the old lady had told you?
I do. It was... Go down by the port. He's shorter than you, with curly brown hair and dark brown eyes and darker skin. And I think he wears a monocle, and he should have most of those things. Sort of a left and a right and another left and loop-a-doo.
God, that was really good.
That was really good. This is a round of applause.
Yeah.
So you both, well, you all, but Amarasi and Horns kind of got distracted by another kiosk and wandered off on their
ADHD
own.
kicks in.
Yeah. So the two of you have wandered over to the area that was described by the kind clothes shop lady. And you see... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
While we're walking, I elbow him and say, "What's a monocle?"
It's like glasses, but there's only one lens for one eye.
Ah, yes.
I like
I have
the
no
idea.
idea anything he said.
Yep, I was going to say.
Yes, yeah, right. I like how she's,
Yes,
like,
Glass
elbowing
S.
him, and he's so tall, she's like elbowing him in like his hip. He's like, hey.
Pretentious rich people wear them.
Ah, yes. I see.
As you reach the port, both of you make a... I will let you choose between perception or arcana, but depending on what you roll, you will get different information.
I thought she was
Perception it is.
lean over to
Alright.
Squealy. She's like, what does pretentious mean? Fucking know.
I'm just like sitting there looking at Squealy, like, I don't know what any of
Oh
these
my
words
gosh.
mean.
Healee is your guys' nomad.
That's right. He's saying words that it's not getting them. What the fuck is
Keep
breathing?
walking with confidence.
So, 17 perception?
Okay. Healee, what did you choose to roll and what did you roll?
Oop, I heard it.
Perception. I got a 15.
I don't have Arcana.
Okay, no worries. So you both notice a bit strange this close to the sea. An eagle perched up on one of the poles.
I look
What?
at Squealy and kind of like tell her to get in the backpack.
Yeah.
Just like, get back there.
Mm.
Like a,
I know
like a
what a
land
big
eagle,
bird says.
not like an egret, an osprey. It's an eagle.
It's an eagle.
That's my only concern. I'm just like, get in the bag.
That's right.
Healy,
Yes.
is it normal for one of those to be this close to the sea?
I mean, we have them in the forest. I don't know anything about the sea. It's going to be my first time on a boat.
Right. Is it like looking at people, or is it just kind of sitting there?
Make a insight check.
She's the best
Okay.
druid. She's like, I'm a druid, but I don't know anything.
I'm very
And
dumb
Healy,
to
if you want to help, you may roll to help as well.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
I got a 15.
I also got a 15.
Wow, you both are rolling very consistently.
Oh damn! Yes, you did.
So
11
the
plus 4,
eagle
Hmm.
is looking around in... Zamturok, you're noticing in particular, it's looking at like specific things and focusing, and then shifting focus and looking specifically at something. Healee, based just on your knowledge of like animals and how they behave,
Yeah.
this eagle is not looking around in a way that is typical for an eagle, say, looking at its prey or just generally looking at stuff. There's something different about how this eagle is looking at stuff.
Hmm. Druid sense, yes.
That's what I'm looking at.
Well, I was like, this is the perfect time for Squealy to pull out her acorn cannon. Just acorn shotgun. You see Squealy
Yeah.
just rack it, just. Oh shit! Where'd you get that gun and those sunglasses, Squealy? Squeak! Oh fuck!
So what do you two do?
Can I do a animal handling check? Or what check could I do to see, like, if I feel like I could kind of tame it in a way? Or I look over and ask, do you want me to try to tame it to see if we can talk to it?
Maybe not.
Because it is acting weird.
I figured it seems a little odd. I've never really seen an eagle like that near the sea.
It's just so you are aware as well. It's on a pole, and it's like a flagpole, basically. So it is like 30 feet away from you, and then like 25, 30 feet up.
Is the flagpole like near a specific building?
It's near the port. So it's not so much like near any specific building. It's just kind of there at the port.
Seems odd that it's watching for something, obviously. But I mean, I don't know. If you have some way to talk to it, that would be good. But I mean, if it's not acting like a normal eagle, doesn't look. It looks like an eagle, but doesn't act like an eagle, and perhaps might not smell like an eagle. It might not actually be an eagle. So I'd say be cautious.
Was it the whole walk like a duck, talk like a duck type scenario?
It's up to you. If you want to try and talk to it, be my guest. But I'm just looking for Jared's, so we can go to Jared's.
I'm going to walk closer to it and see if it runs away.
Are you being stealthy about it?
Not at all. I just wanted to see how timid it is.
Wow. Exact same both times. Both of you make a perception check for me.
Okay.
$19.
Dang.
That's a 17 for me.
All right.
Dang.
You both notice as this eagle is looking at different things for set periods of time. It looks down at Healee and stares at you for a good few seconds, looking at you as you were looking at it. And then it decides to start flying away.
Did I sense anything, like a connection to it?
You can roll Arcana if you want.
At this point, I will. Just for. Because why?
13.
Damn. I got a 19.
Druids don't got Arcana. -1.
No. I got a
Zamturok,
-1.
I also don't
you
have Arcana, but I rolled a
sense.
19.
Healy, you don't sense anything else. You know that
Okay.
something is up, but based on what you have right now, you don't know anything else. Zamturok, you are feeling that this eagle, the weave around it, is tethered to someone or something else.
Like a familiar? Or companion? Or a polymorph? I don't know.
You don't know. All you know is that it is tethered to someone or something else that is not here.
Which way does the eagle start flying?
It starts flying in a north-northwest direction.
Is that heading into the Noble District?
Actually, yeah.
Okay. Well, apparently it needs to go find its owner, so why don't we go to Jared's, and then I guess we can figure out what that was all about later. You like shopping, right?
I love shopping. What's shopping?
It's where you go around and look at things that you could buy, but you don't buy them.
Oh my god.
You just talk about buying them a lot.
So, like when I throw a good berry and they give me a thing?
Sure. But I would suggest...
Perfect. And I start running.
Okay. I'm just going to be like, Jared's isn't that way.
Okay! And then runs the other direction.
So you are looking specifically for someone. As you reach the port, both of you make a investigation check.
Ah. I'm terrible at this. I have.
A+ roll for me.
No, Healy, no.
Good solid 0.
Oh, hey, okay. Well, I did better than that. I got a 5.
Oh my god. Goose
Awesome.
egg. Just.
Awesome.
I can only perceive.
Do you disassociate and you don't even know what humanity is
Just,
anymore?
just stops running, stares off into space. Jared.
Jeez.
Healy, you see someone that looks exactly like the person that was described.
Oh no.
On the
No.
other end of the
Like-
pier. And the pier extends out from land and then goes to the side. And on the side part there is where you see this person.
Yes.
And you are just locked on and walking towards them, not realizing you're walking towards the edge of the pier, and you fall over the ropes into the water.
No.
Bugs can't swim
Zamturok,
when they're in a cage.
this distracts you from finding anyone or anything.
No, that's right.
Do I hop out? I'm going to hop out as fast as I can and check on Bartholomew.
Squealy.
The pier is elevated up from the water level.
Yeah,
You need to, well, it's wooden, but it's elevated up from the water. So you need to find some way to climb back up.
Can I use Druidcraft?
Ooh.
I do that.
Is there something with Druidcraft that will allow you to get back up?
I'm trying to see, and I cannot.
Quick question. Does Zamturok immediately notice Healy do anything aside from fall over the edge into the water?
You need to run up to the edge of the pier to be able to see anything else.
Oh, he's running.
And
You run up
saw
and you
that
see
fucker.
Healy just flailing around in the water there.
He's diving in.
Okay.
Like, zero hesitation. Sees someone drowning, dives.
I mean,
I
sure.
can't do anything about it.
He's a marine.
Healy, how good are you at swimming?
She's finding out today.
I guess we find out today if druids float. Make
Oh my god.
I feel like she would have the knowledge to swim, but not realize it. She'd be like, "Oh wow, water," but still like
Potentially.
concerned about Bugtholomew.
In that case, make a history check with disadvantage for me, Healy.
It was already disadvantaged.
It's super disadvantaged. Quadruple. Oh, not terrible. First roll.
And one more roll.
Oh, snap.
You remember that there is a thing called swimming that people can do to stay up in the water, and you remember how it's done. Actually putting that into practice, not really working for you. Zamturok, go ahead and make a... I'll let you choose... Actually, it should be just athletics. Athletics roll.
He's like, oh yeah.
Let me check one thing real quick.
Go for it.
God damn it. Once again, I'll kill everyone in this party myself if Bugtholomew dies. I can't play in this campaign anymore.
Okay, that is an unnatural 20. 15 plus 5.
Nice. You dive in, and as Healy is flailing around, you grab her from behind so that she doesn't try to climb on top of you and start drowning you in the process. And you start side-stroking your way over towards a ladder that extends down from the other side of the pier.
Okay.
And you're able to climb back up.
Be calm, do not resist, get to the ladder. Be calm, do not resist, get to the ladder.
The whole time I'm just squealing, Bugtholomew!
Nah.
He can't breathe underwater.
But Squealy can.
I'm pretending.
Alright, baby.
As you are coming up, you hear angry chittering from your bag.
Oh my god,
I'm
that'd
so
be
mad.
fantastic
It's okay.
if she had water walking the entire time.
Cicadas can float. They're naturally
Oh.
buoyant. The problem is they cannot usually break the surface tension to be able to fly away.
I'd have to hope there's some hollow points in his cage that just like floats.
Mm.
So you both are now back up on the pier. What do you do?
I instantly pull out Bugtholomew and Squealy from the bag and hug them.
Bartholomew is just kind of like flapping their wings to like, but trying, and nothing's happening, but water's flicking off.
He's alive.
Squealy is not happy.
He's pissed. He's like,
Squealy is just chittering away. Just Squealy is chewing you out.
I've never heard a squirrel cuss that much. It's really inappropriate.
I take my
Like they
headband
were
off and
18
give it to
plus,
Squealy
Jesus.
like a little towel. I'm like, here you go, I'm sorry.
Squealy starts like drying off and starts flossing at one point with it.
Just really getting in there.
Zamturok, what are you doing?
Shaking myself dry
All right.
and looking around for somebody to instead direct me to Jared's, because apparently I forgot where the hell I am.
You see a few dock workers that are moving around with some goods, but you do not see the guy that was mentioned so far.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Healy and go, are you gonna be all right here? You're not gonna jump back in the water, right?
No, but we should go to that house at the end of the dock.
Oh, she still thinks the person at the end of the pier is the person she's looking
Okay, well, wait here a moment. I'm gonna check something, and he's gonna walk over to some dock workers.
She just walks off again.
I'm still just like, Healy's still soaking wet, not even bothered to dry off. It's like, no, that's squirrel.
So one of the dock workers that's walking by, I assume you stop him then?
Yeah, he's gonna walk over and go, "Hey, shipmate, you ever a guy named Jared in the area sells goods?"
Oh, Jared, yeah, I'm unloading this whole ship for him. Why? What do you need?
I need to find him so I can buy some goods.
Well, you already finished up here. He's probably headed over to get something to eat. It's getting close to dinner time, so you could probably find him over at Crown and Anchor.
All right, great. Which way is that?
That's right, the flagpole right there at the end. Make a left, and it's right there. And he's pointing at a building that's right on the corner that you both passed by and were standing by during the whole Eagle escapade.
Okay, great. Thanks. Are you just going to turn back, walk over to Healy, and go, why don't you come with me and we'll go get something to eat?
What happened to Jared?
The dock workers think they know where he went.
Okay. I just start walking towards food.
I love it. Just, oh, okay. Totally reasonable response.
Zom's going to lead the way to that building, I guess. Called the Crown and Anchor?
Crown and Anchor. As you two are walking over, we're going to switch back over to Maximus and Bas. So, the server has led you both now over to the Glitter and Gold. And you see it's nice. It's not as nice as the Hearthstone. Definitely for the nobles with more seedy tastes.
I pay the nice man his 3 gold.
Perfect. I was about to say the server's about to extend his hand out for the gold.
Yeah. I won't keep waiting.
And he's like, all right, there you go. I'm headed home now. You both have a good day. And he heads off.
Feelsies.
Not even going back to work.
But he said he was off, so that's fine.
He lied.
Well, I mean, doesn't matter to me, but I guess. So I'll look at a Max. I guess he's in there. Do you mind causing a scene?
I was just about to ask how you wanted to handle this, but I like your plan.
At least I ask for 2 minutes so I can find a vantage place to watch the excitement.
Oh, so this is all just for shits and giggles for you.
I helped you, you helped me. It seems like it goes both ways.
You're gonna see Max kind of like shoulders and kind of flex his wing a little bit and be like, I'll give you 2 minutes to get up there, and 5 minutes worth of entertainment. Better make it worth it.
A gentleman and a scholar. So I'll head in. Oh. Right as I hit the door, and this is me actually going like, oh. Not that you'll need it, but I'm not here to help you either. And I walk in.
All right. As you walk in, you see.
A little riled up.
Well, I was going to say, as you walk in, you see. You walk up. There's steps that lead onto a patio with an umbrella and some tables out front. Then, as you walk in, you see numerous tables where people are playing different types of games, whether it's roulette or cards or liar's dice. Directly in front of you is a table of 3. Back to the right is a table where a very familiar Dragonborn is sitting with 2 others. And then to the right of that is a healthily stocked bar with 2 people working the bar and 1 noble standing in front who is absolutely plastered.
I'll head to the bar, heading towards and saddle up next to, close by the plaster noble, but looking to talk to the two people working there.
Give me just a second, real quick.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, that was the insight check for the drunk noble. He freaks out when you settle up next to him.
Do I notice anything about him?
Aside from the fact that he's schmammered.
And freaking out?
So he starts freaking out. He's just like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to steal from me, Slummy? What makes you think you could just sit right next to me?
Steal from you? Oh, perfect. Is he making enough scene that the people working there are paying attention?
Oh, yeah.
Great. Perfect. That's exactly what I'd hoped for. Steal from you. So I walk up to the bar. I said, I'm gonna try steal from you. So he's to my left, I'm guessing.
Yep.
I take a beat and I look at him. Not yet. And then I look back at the two people working there. You used to fights in this bar?
We don't allow it.
It's not what I asked.
I don't like the question. We don't allow it.
Well, fair warning then. And I pat the gentleman, the drunk person, on the shoulder. Or it's kind of like a pat, but then I leave my hand there.
The drunken noble flails when you do this. And is just like, get your hands off of me! What makes you think you can touch me, peasant? Do you even know who I am?
Should I?
You're looking for a whooping, Slummy.
I'm not looking for one. I already know one's coming. So, good luck. And then, is there a second floor to this place?
Yes, there is.
I'll go up and, actually, before I walk off,
just so you're aware, the stairs, so you entered in, there's the room, off to the side is the bar, opposite, across from the room, and passing by Earl Bronzeclaw are the stairs that head up.
Okay. So the drunk noble, while he's flying around, is like, blah, 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 blah. Does he have a drink in front of him?
Oh yeah, it's in hand, his other hand, and it's spilled all over the sleeve of his coat.
But that's fine. So I'll walk by, and then I will just casually peruse Bronzeclaw and his. You said there were two other individuals?
Yep. Are you trying to do this stealthily?
No, just kind of.
Not that it'll really matter with this commotion.
Yeah. No.
You see one of the two companions with Bronzeclaw like nudge him and then like nod over in your direction. And Bronzeclaw is staring you down with an absolute death glare.
Ooh. As I walk by, I'll If he's staring me down. Ooh, my God, this. How much do I want to rile him up before for Max? uh, I'll take. Oh, here it is. I'll take the letter of writ that was given to us. I'll put it on the table, and I'll take one of my crappy daggers, and I'll stab it in there in the table. What you were looking for, though. Oh, I guess we don't have watches in this time.
Nope.
I was like, though, I don't think it'll be worth it for that long. And I'll walk off.
Where do you walk to?
Upstairs, so I can foresee the carnage.
Bronzeclaw is very confused by what just happened.
Good. And as that's going on, I'm going to kick open the door.
There was a firefight!
I want you to choose between performance or athletics for kicking open the door.
Performance. He kicks the door in with his wing. He's like, welcome, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Athletic.
That's right.
Okay, good. I was hoping that it wasn't. Well, I kind of did hope it was going to be like a 1, so it could be like, everyone inside hears a thump, followed by a groan, followed by the door handle turning. But no.
And Max rolls in.
You kick that door in. And immediately, the 3 that are at the table right in front of you, with in between Bronzeclaw's table and you, immediately turn and are already on edge, but freaking out a little bit more now because of what happened earlier. And then the door gets kicked in, and one of them even falls out of their chair.
That is called fear tactics, motherfucker.
So as I kick in the door, and I kind of look around to hopefully make eye contact with Bronzeclaw. I'm going to go, Bronzeclaw, your death awaits. No more injustice.
Woohoo! Get it, boy! Get it, boy! Dragon on dragon violence, motherfucker!
Roll perception with disadvantage. Boss, you may roll perception as well. You may roll normally.
Oh, okay.
I had the wrong one.
Okay, you do not see it.
This perception.
You really do not see it.
Look, I'm just here for the violence. I'm not really.
Yeah, both of you are. No, it's all good. So, you kick in the door. You yell this. Bronzeclaw, who was already reaching for the dagger with the letter of writ underneath, sees you and scowls, and then you see a wicked grin come across his face. And what justice will be doled out by a one-winged whelp?
One
What
servant to a 2-winged bitch.
He pulls the knife out and then points it at you. Now I will finally do what I have always wanted. I will cut out that impudent tongue of yours and nail it to your heart.
Damn.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright, so I'm going to deliver the same wicked grin to him. As I say, mind, shatter. And I'm going to cast Mind Slumber.
All right.
Fight time! God, and I so
Let's
love
transition on over to the fight scene.
And I keep seeing Zom with his sweet ass outfit on. I'm like, where's our Minotaur? What do we need? Headbutting people.
Yeah. Zom's just quietly like talking to a guy, like having a good time, shopping.
That's right.
Cut back to just like bloodshed, and Zom's like, "Oh, these are very nice cloths.
That's right.
The seams are really nice on these."
Yeah, that's what look. Yeah, and it's tailored, so it brings a nice kind of V.
Of course, I roll a 1 for damage if he beats that.
I have a
DC
whole
13.
unnecessary thing waiting to buy at Jared's.
Is it sad that I'm more invested in the Zom Healee story arc than our fight arc? Oh my god, when he said he saw a dude at the end of the pier, I could have sworn it was gonna be like, hey bro, it's bro man. No, he's back. He's the big bad end game.
Yeah, he's just like, he's talking to his boss, and he's like, why were you late again? I don't know how else to tell you, dude. Like, I got arrested. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was like, Healee don't fall in the same trap, but I promise, it's not worth it.
Real quickly, how do I put the turn order up on this?
Oh, yeah.
So there should be a timer on your bar, and then you're going to right-click on the token and say add to turn order.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to move you both into roughly where you should be. Can you both see your tokens?
I cannot see mine. I love the transition. Dragon on Dragon violence, motherfucker!
All right, can you... Hang on a second. Can you now see that?
There aren't currently any tokens on this page that take a turn.
Correct.
No, I do not see.
Mishi, I did that specifically for you because I knew you'd be here and watching, so.
I'm a Roll20 novice, so please bear with me a moment.
So make sure you're not dropping them on the GM layer.
Oh, yeah, GM or the map layer. That's right. It's gotta be token layer.
Okay, so I did indeed drop both of yours onto the GM layer. The other ones
So
I
if you
dropped onto the
right-click-
token layer. Oh, I already deleted them off. So
Well, I was going to say, next time, if you do that, right-click one, and then change the layer from the token.
all right. All right. Can you both see your tokens now?
I can, yeah.
And you both should be able to control them.
Correct?
All right, good.
You done fucked up, bro. You done fucked up, bro.
Oh no, boss doing the boss dance now.
That's right. Oh, that's right. Actually, I call it the Zug Zug. So
So, inside the token, you're going to have to go to the Advanced tab and assign bar 1 as HP, if you want HPs to be shown.
Let's see. Hair, halfling luck flag, height.
that's right. That's right. But
There we
you
go.
also, yeah, if you are doing HP, you can make it available for all of us to see, or only some of us. Ah, there you are. Very nice.
All right. And then let me do some rolls real quick. Okay.
Okay, that's
Woo! Okay.
one went normal and one went really well.
All right. I will adjust after you guys do, because you both are kind of springing this. So, Maximus, you do the Mind Sliver. Yes, do a DC 13 intelligence save, yes?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you poor non-rogues don't have sneak attacks. That sucks.
All right. Do you do anything else, or are you able to do anything else?
That's a 1 damage Mind Sliver. He just pokes his mind. He's like, hey, you come here often? Huh?
You there, Arma?
Yeah, I was answering Molly real quick.
No worries.
So I am going to start running at him, but obviously not the dash command, just like beelining, if you will. So I went up and around this guy.
All right. And then that's it?
Yep.
All right. Boss, what do you do?
I'm watching. Is there any, now that there's a commotion going on, everyone's kind of like watching, is there any free beers, free ales kicking around?
There are some over at this table.
Well, I mean, I'm upstairs, right? So I guess I would just move if there's no beers to steal, so I could watch. Well, I'm looking down, having a good time. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I'm gonna scream down. Take his bottoms off.
Give me just a second. Roll performance for that.
Just yelling?
I just want to see something real quick.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
trust me. Trust that your DM has
that's
thoughts.
fair. DMs don't think.
Okay.
15. Hot damn.
So as you do that and yell that, one of the two guards that are with Bronzeclaw turns like towards the door, completely distracted by what the hell that was and who the hell just said that.
Dude, who just yells, take your bottoms off? What?
Take off your top and get killed by Greg Canary.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
And, I'm done, yeah.
All right.
Oh. Wait, are you putting our turnover at 7?
Well, I'm going based off of what you guys had rolled.
Oh, perception. Oh, okay. I got you.
Well, not perception. That's the last session's
Yesterday.
when we set our
Oh, yes.
our turn order.
Oh my god, I forgot we did that at home. Smash.
Yep. And we are using the initiative that you guys had rolled at the beginning of the day.
Well, thank God you rolled pretty well. Get him, Max.
All right.
I'm here for moral support.
Bronzeclaw goes to attack you. And he rolls a 13. Does that hit?
Does not.
And he does a second attack. I am imagining that does hit.
Yep.
Arma? Are you still there?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to pull it up while trying to stuff my face. Yes, the 20 does.
All right. I imagined, I just wanted to make sure. So Bronzeclaw, He slashes once at you with his sword, and it misses. But then he slashes down a second time, and it knocks you and cuts in a little bit right here at the shoulder. Doesn't knock you down, but it does make you, like, jerk back for a second. And you see him spit, and he goes, "Do you really think you can take me on with skills like this? This is why you were disgraced."
Oh my god. 8 plus 1? Oh, fuck. He rolled max damage.
Yeah, he rolled max damage.
Woo, son. Alright.
Usually I would take the arm that tries to stab me, but for you, I'm taking a lung. As I throw my hand out and summon my greatsword into my hand.
That's right. Oh, our screens are frozen on when Zima's.
Alright, give me just a second. Let me see if I can fix it.
Oh, I mean, that's going again. Well,
Alright, there we go. It will probably get frozen anytime that I'm adjusting stuff. So apologies. Bear with. Still figuring out the stuff with that. Alright. It's gonna get frozen again here in a second, because anytime I'm moving stuff on the screen, it's gonna freeze. It's weird. The one bodyguard moves over to investigate what the sound was. The second one is going to move and grab the person that's here, move, like, yank him out of the seat. So he's gonna, like, fall over to the ground here, and he's gonna come around behind you to flank. But since he moved the one dude, he has no turn. And now we are in the turn order. So
god dang. Well, motherfucker.
all right. And there we go. That is the turn order that we are now going with. So, the one bodyguard is looking around inside, and he's looking, like, behind these barrels and stuff like that over here, and that is where he will end his turn. Maximus, it is now your turn.
Well, now that I see that I've been flanked, I am going to, you know what? I'm just going to keep my rage motivated and attempt to stab this man, like I said, right in the lung.
The one in front of you or behind you?
Bronzeclaw.
Okay. Roll to attack.
Why? It keeps disappearing every time I move it. Oh, I did not mean to roll that with disadvantage.
No worries. I'll let you redo it.
With the 20 though.
I know. And unfortunately, Bronzeclaw, when he sees that hit incoming, and moves to lock the blade. Do you have any other attacks or actions that you would like to do?
I don't have any. I'm not high enough yet.
No worries. So as he's locked, because you're using your Kopesh, yeah? Oh, you're not?
Great sword.
So, as he's locked with you, he like sort of comes in a little bit closer and sneers at you and goes, "At last I will be able to smite you down for every insult you have paid to me and my family." And then, once again, we roll. $15, does that hit?
Does not.
Okay. And then he is going to attempt a grapple. So go ahead and make a strength, either strength or dexterity to resist.
Like athletic strength or strength?
Strength. I believe it's strength, if I'm not mistaken. Either strength or dexterity to escape out of the grapple attempt.
It is athletics, actually.
All right, make the roll. So he goes, he's getting a little too overconfident. After locking blades with you, he pushes it to the side, goes to slash, and you knock it to the side, and he tries to go and grab at your throat. And you bring your arm back and lock it and start bending against the elbow for the one arm. And he is effectively... He still has the one free hand that has his sword. But that arm is locked in. If he tries to move, you'll be able to break it.
Okay. So as I grab the arm and I lock it in, I would be like, "Ha! Still trying to use your immature, incompetent moves. Go ahead. Try to take this arm back. It's mine one way or another."
While you are doing that, the other bodyguard goes to make a strike against you. I don't suppose an 11. That's with advantage too. I rolled an 8 and a 3, and he has a +3 to his attack.
Jesus.
Yeah. You feel just like on the back of your breastplate, just like tung 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 tung, and that's it.
Can I flip my wing backwards to kind of baffle him a little bit with it? Just a little.
On your next, when it gets around to your turn, I'll let you attempt that. Yeah. All right, Bas.
Also, I have to admit, good use of the word baffle. My man.
Yeah.
The actual correct use
SAT words.
Yeah. What you doing, Bas?
Right, so after I yelled, did I see the other bodyguard kind of start wandering, looking around? Or
Yeah. He hasn't spotted you yet.
Alright, of course, to antagonize the situation even more, I see the guy try to bonk Max on the back, right? And it doesn't do anything?
You are...
I'm looking down, right?
You're actually kind of in a side area that's kind of walled off.
Oh.
I don't know if you could tell, but there's a wall right here.
Oh.
At least it looks like a wall.
Yeah. So you
I
went
didn't
through
know
a door
that.
right here, and you went around to this store area.
Oh, god damn it. I thought it was open upstairs. That's
So you were hanging out on the stairs, but you didn't go up the stairs from what it looked like. It looked like you
okay.
it looked like you went over into the store area.
Okay, so if I was hanging out on the stairs then, here-ish was where I was originally.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Then okay, so I'm sorry, I thought it was like an upstairs where like an open top you could like look down at the bar. That's my fault. I should have asked.
No, I didn't hear you say that you went upstairs. You just said that you were waiting at the stairs, so.
Okay.
But if you want, I'll let it be to where you went up the stairs. But if you do go up the stairs, there's no look down areas. It's just
Yeah.
walls and then hallways and rooms.
Okay, no, yeah, so then I'll stay at the stairs, and seeing that it's closed off up top, I'll, is there a wall right here? Like between,
Yes.
right next to the, okay,
The door that you came into this area through is the door to go out.
okay. So while Dum Dum's looking around, I'll try to sneak back out. And then go sit here.
Okay. And do you do anything else?
Yeah, I because I see the guy behind Max, I sit down for one, and I see the guy like banging on Max's back. I'll be like, "Watch out! There's someone behind you."
No, wait, stop.
Yeah,
it's behind
yeah. I was like, I'm not even gonna pay attention.
Obviously, I'm only antagonizing the situation. I'm like, "Oh no!"
All right, and the bodyguard did hear and see you come out, so he runs out and chases after you, and then reaches this spot. And he's going to just be like, "So you think you can attack our boss and just walk away?"
I'm just here for a drink. And if I remember correctly, I gave your boss a warning. I'm just here to help. I keep my hands up, and I sit down.
I've distracted you.
All right. Boss, you see this guy, similar to the other bodyguard, unarmed. Earl Bronzeclaw being the only person out of these three that are armed when he really shouldn't be, but he is at his tavern, so he was able to keep his weapons with him here. You see, the one bodyguard that's facing you doesn't have a weapon in his hand. But you hear him whispering something. And then he motions towards you. And does a 15 hit?
Oh. That's a good question. It does, yes.
You take 3 points of damage as he casts a firebolt right at you at the table.
Well. Poor dumb bastard. Okay.
So much for being Switzerland.
Maximus!
Okay.
I will let the wing baffle be a bonus action.
Okay. That makes this easier then.
I am a benevolent god.
Not benevolent enough to keep that original dirty 20.
Not that
Anyways.
benevolent, but
Yeah.
I'm benevolent-ish.
because I have him effectively in a grapple, I'm going to do a called shot so they cancel out, and I'm going to try to, well, take his arm. I'm slashing it
Roll.
with my greatsword.
Roll.
The curse of old thing strikes again.
That would hit me.
Because you're doing this with your greatsword with one hand, it's a little bit slower, and Bronzeclaw sees this coming in, and it gives him enough time to maneuver his sword to block. Both times he has parried you with his blade.
Okay. Well, with that, I'm not even gonna make a quip at him. I'm literally just going to, like, use my wing to get the guy off my back.
All right. Make a strength roll for me.
I can do that all day.
So you knock him prone and back onto the dude that he had, like, pulled onto the ground. Which that dude is obviously pissed, but kind of not wanting to get into stuff. But the guy, as soon as the bodyguard lands on top of him, just now at this point trying to help the only people that aren't really, like, being aggressive to him, he grabs on to the bodyguard. Full on, like, spider monkey, legs wrapped around, arms wrapped around.
Oh, that helps him.
And Bronzeclaw, it is his turn now. He is going to attempt to get out of the grapple.
God, I hope he rolls poorly, because I'm breaking this fucking arm.
Make the roll to see if you maintain. Oh yeah, you maintain.
Oh,
You maintain. By a lot, you maintain. You actually start to, like, bend his arm, and he's, like, starting to, like, grimace in pain. And it goes to the other bodyguard's turn, who is also going to attempt to get out of a grapple against the other patron. Oh. Maximus, you don't see this. You kind of hear it. Bas, you see it. The one patron that's trying to hold on, going full spider monkey. The bodyguard that's on top of him, like, gets his arms underneath, breaks free, and then elbows him dead in the nose, breaking it. And the dude is on the floor screaming in pain. And then he uses... then he decides to get back up. So he is now up, but he is no longer right behind flanking. Bas, it is your turn.
Okay. So I take that firebolt basically to the chest, and I'm like... A little ow? For one, ow? Really rude? Okay. Well. So might as well go for funsies, though. Right. I'm gonna use steady aim since I'm not moving. My bonus action. Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna use that as my bonus action. I apologize. Reel back.
No worries.
Disregard, sorry. So I'm going to whip. Psychic Blade. Well, I was like, so I get hit, and I'm like... And so I fling it at this dickhead wizard. So, what is my? What I was like? What is my attack? Why didn't I build this in here? I'm sorry. I should have built it in. Where are you? Ooh. Weapon with finesse.
That does not hit.
Oh, well, thank God. I used my bonus action and I huck another one.
All right. That does hit. Roll for damage. If I'm not mistaken, that's supposed to be a 1d4 instead of a 1d6?
Oh, correct. Bonus, yes. So take 2 of that.
Yeah.
5.
So 5 damage.
See, I can do it again.
No, it's all good. We'll just...
No, you made me re-roll. You make him re-roll.
His was
One,
at least... His at least was in the ballpark. And it's
There.
the... Okay, so...
All I did was roll with disadvantage.
It is the same thing, so.
Yep,
I
it is.
Yeah, you're
All right.
welcome.
Okay. So after a huck in them, I stand. And I close the distance. 1 step, getting close for my movement. And I'm done. Yay.
So the bodyguard, having dodged one psychic blade, and then turning back right as the second one sticks right into his shoulder. And then now, after he looks down at it and looks back up, you're standing right in front of him. He's getting a little worried. And he's like muttering and trying to like say this firebolt spell again as you get closer. Oh.
Well, hope he kills us both.
So that is 7 points of damage that he does to himself.
Haha, I am very scary.
He starts whispering it and then goes to set it off, but he's muttering and messes up the spell, and the fire shoots out from his hand prematurely as it's pointed towards his face and just singes half of his face.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, he had disadvantage because he closed the gap, and he rolled a 1. A nat 1.
Yay!
So it goes off and like burns off his face, and he is just hands in his face, just. And Maximus, it goes to you.
All right, well, I'm hearing all kinds of fucking owies around me. I am going to like turn my greatsword over. So instead of like attacking it, I'm just gonna turn it and face it down, dropping it into the floorboard, and put my hand right into Bronzeclaw's chest. And I'm going to cast Thunderwave.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. All right.
And since it's a save at point blank range, I will let you decide whether you want to roll for that or not.
All right. So I'm going to do this. You can decide whether or not you let go of his arm as you do this, and there will be a different effect based on what you choose.
Oh no.
No, I'm not going to let go.
Okay. I want you to roll athletics. And also roll the damage as well as an additional 1d4. Okay. So it's a little bittersweet happening on this one. So roll the damage. That's 2d8 as well as a d4. Okay, so that's
Come
9.
on.
9 damage. All right. So, this is what the athletics roll was for. You, while determined to hold on to him as you shoot this into his chest, it knocks him back. You maintain the grip. It breaks his arm, snaps it completely the opposite direction. But the force of him being knocked down takes you down with him, and you are now prone.
Okay.
Earl Bronzeclaw is screaming in pain, having taken this blast to his chest, and now his arm being snapped completely the wrong way at the elbow. And he is on the ground.
Then I'm going to use my movement to stand and end my turn.
All right. And he did not get pushed back 10 feet. You saw to that.
I didn't think so, yeah.
All right. Bronzeclaw stands back up, grabs his arm, and pulls, and you just hear a sickening snap as he rights his arm. And he wipes away some blood that's on his lip.
I was like, gotta respect the constitution of that one.
And he is now looking at you with a burning rage. He's like,
I have had enough of this. Time to finish what I should have started.
and he does a wild swing. Let me go ahead and roll and see. Does a 14 hit?
Nope.
So he does this wild swing, and you just manage to lean back enough as this just goes right in front of where your throat was. Oh, actually, I just realized the disadvantage was negated because you're prone.
No, I stood.
Oh, that's right, you stood. Never mind. Yep. And he is just fully enraged at this point. Bodyguard 2. He is going to move up back behind you, and he is going to make an attempt to grapple you. Ooh, and he does have advantage because he is flanking. Go ahead and make your athletics check. Do you want to know what I had rolled with advantage?
What's that?
A 19. That was literally going to be the only way that you didn't get grappled. Well done.
I mean, if I had rolled a 19 myself, I would have had a 23.
He does have pretty good strength.
Oh, okay.
So I'll let you decide. How do you stop this guy from trying to come up behind you and grapple you again?
In the most Maximus way of possible. Because I'm assuming I'm going to hear him coming.
No, but you feel his hand brush against your wing, which gives you that split second to react.
I'm going to kind of turn and with my opposite hand just grab him by the throat.
All right, you turn and you grab him by the throat, and he's just sitting there now.
Yeah, I was
Just
pretty much using his momentum just...
Boss, it is your turn.
Okay, so the guy in front of me is grabbing his face, right, and writhing in pain.
Yes.
Okay. So since he doesn't know where I am, because he's obviously going crazy, would me attacking him count as a sneak attack?
I will say yes.
Lovely. Good. That's too bad. Steady aim, since I'm not moving, since I'm right up on him. Well, as he's grabbing his face, writhing around, I'm going to slit his throat.
Make the roll.
No mercy.
I mean, come on. I was sitting there I don't want to bother you guys, and he's firebolt to the chest. Well, damn it.
Oh no, I fully agree. He gets what he fucking deserves.
Yeah.
Per the Joker.
Yeah, you're like,
You get what you deserve, slut.
yeah. Okay,
See, here I was thinking he's going to do the pencil trick.
oh, Jesus, no.
Oh, I saw typing happening over here, and I saw the nat 20, and I was like, not again!
No, but a dirty 20, how about that?
Roll the damages.
Thank God it was advantaged. Alright, so it's 1d6. What's my sneak attack? I forget because I'm an idiot. I don't generally do this. An extra 1d6. Extra d. Okay, so it's 2d6. Plus. Not great.
Boss, the stage is yours. Talk me through what happens.
Seeing the man writhe in pain and, well, not being a very good person, but not being an entirely cool person, just slits his throat and lets him bleed out on the floor. That being said, can I, the dude who, oh, actually, Maximus.
Yes.
You're fighting the dude, what's his face, in front of you. And when you buffeted the guy, what hand did you grab him with?
What would be my shield arm?
I don't know.
Left?
What hand that is.
Left. Yeah, so pretty much I stepped back with my right and caught him with my left.
Yeah. So basically, you've turned, you grabbed him, so you're looking right at me, right?
No, my back is to you.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so I'm
So if you're looking at
attacking Bronzeclaw.
Yeah, then
The
you
guy
turn around
behind me
and you
trying
grab
to
him with your
grab
left.
it.
Yeah, and you grab him with your left hand, so you would turn
Yeah.
left.
I would turn my back to you because I'm turning to my right,
Oh,
and then grabbing with my left.
never mind then. Well, fuck that. Be cool, but for some reason Maximus overextends with the wrong arm. So okay, he's choking what's his face, right? And the other dude's on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
All right. there any beer on this table?
No, empty table.
Jesus Christ.
Well, at least the
Can't
one,
have anything
the
nice.
one that you're standing at is empty. The one that is forward and to your right, the one that the three patrons were sitting at, one had a glass of whiskey, the other two had ales.
Alright. Boss just sits down and watches this guy bleed out, basically.
So you slit this guy's throat, and as he's laying there, grabbing at his throat, with his one not singed eye, he's just looking at you with just the widest look as he just is gasping and bleeding out and then dies.
Give him the 2-finger salute.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Bodyguard lost his turn. Maximus, it is back to you.
Cool. Who knows their biologies when it comes to the throat?
Good enough.
You know what's coming then, because I have the hand strength for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm crushing this guy's throat.
Make the roll to see.
Do you want athletics or do you want just strength?
Just strength.
It's been a while and you presented your back to the guy who wants to murder you with weapons.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
The stage is yours.
Oh no.
Before I go any further, is this going to count as like an action or is this a bonus? Because
This is an action.
okay, that's fair. Then I'm going to make it grandiose.
Alright.
So, as I'm like holding this guy by his throat, I'm going to slowly start applying more and more pressure as my claws dig in. And I'm going to look over at Bronzeclaw and kind of like over my shoulder at the same time, noticing the second body, and be like, your incompetence has caused the death of 2 men. I call them great, but let's be honest, and then shatter, like, pretty much tear his throat out and drop the body drops. They weren't that great.
Boss, you see, as Maximus is doing this, the entire time that he is holding this bodyguard by the throat and turning and talking to Bronzeclaw and applying the pressure, the bodyguard has seen the longsword that is stuck to the ground right next to him, and he is trying to reach. And just as his fingertips are reaching and about to touch the pommel, goes limp, dead.
Well, I mean, at least it's dinner and a show.
And then I'm gonna turn back to Bronzeclaw and be like, now, will you submit yourself to justice, or must we continue this folly?
Does a 15 hit?
No.
So Bronzeclaw charges right at you and goes to swing, and you bat it away. And right as you bat it away, you hear a yelling in the tavern. In the name of the king, stand down! And guards are beginning to now arrive through the front door.
I'm just gonna hold my hands up.
All right.
But with like the most sadistic of smiles, yet menacing enough, like down at Bronzeclaw to show that he had no chance.
And with that, we will change scenes. over to
I know
Zamturok.
2 motherfuckers who aren't going on this expedition. Like, I guess you forgot the law where it says if you kill a bunch of people in a public space and the nobles are there and they go, "Oh my God, you just let these people run rampant," that you think you're getting on a boat?
It's an unknown world. Why not? They're like, please go kill the druid.
I mean, we're fine. We're just shopping. It's a nice Sunday stroll with, or we're driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah,
On
wait.
Sunday.
Yeah, wait till you see who owns that eagle. Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
All right, Zamturok and Healee. Thank you for waiting patiently.
We went to Jared's.
Well, you went to the Crown and Anchor.
True.
And you enter into the tavern. It's fairly well populated with a lot of sailors and different people who work at the port, stuff like that. At the end of the tavern, sitting at a table alone, you see a fairly finely dressed man with a monocle and curly brown hair. What do you do?
Zamturok's gonna walk over to him.
Are you ready for me to make a fool?
Be
Always.
my guest.
Healee runs up to the table, super excited, points at the monocle, and says, "Look, a monocle!"
Jarrett just looks up from his meal and recoils back in his seat and is just like, "Can I help you?"
Zamturok walks over, is like, she's never seen a monocle. We need some supplies for the upcoming expedition. Basically,
You're on the expedition.
Yes.
Sit, please sit.
Oh, great. Wonderful. I'll sit.
I try to take his monocle off his face.
He kind of leans back and kind of swats your hand away. If you want one, I can sell you one.
We don't touch other people's things.
And I give him a good berry.
He looks down at it
Sorry.
and he looks over at you, Zamturok. He's like, "Does she always?"
Yes.
Okay.
He just slowly makes like a.
Jarrett calls over for the one of the barkeeps. He's like, some food and drinks
Yeah.
for my two companions. What do you have?
Suppose if they have some fish and maybe some kind of vegetables and ale.
And then the barkeep nods and writes it down on a slate with a piece of chalk, and then looks over at you, Healee.
2 potatoes.
And anything to drink, miss?
Surprise me.
Surprise! Okay, I'll surprise you.
Healy's like,
Piss
one
cup.
alcohol, please.
Healee
I am
hates
an
alcohol.
adult. You're like,
She had a very bad experience with alcohol.
So as the barkeep then heads out, Jarrett is sitting there smiling. He's like, "Right, so let's talk business.
Yeah. Let's,
So what do you need for
Healee
the
hops
expedition?"
out of the backpack onto the table and sits down ready to eat.
That's a squirrel.
yes.
Wasn't anticipating a squirrel. Let's get back to the business.
I have a bug too. And I pull out Bugtholomew.
Charmed. Let's get back to the business.
He basically hands over the list of things: the sets of cold weather gear, sets of wet and / hot weather gear, several water catchers, a bunch of water skins, several 100 feet of string with small cheap bells attached, multiple metal mirrors, 3 tents, 2 tinder boxes, 2 antitoxins, a couple of books for journals, climbers kits, 3 of them, crowbar 2, several sets of fishing tackle, a healer's kit, and a hunting trap or 2.
He's looking over. He's like, "Ooh, y'all going camping?" I'm kidding. Yeah, we could probably get you all this stuff. When do you need it by?
We have 3 weeks, I think it is, before we're leaving, so plenty of time to get it all.
That sounds about right. Do you need me to get it directly to you or to the ship?
To the ship actually would be preferable.
I
Okay.
tap you on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And I say, "What about Squealy?
What does Squealy need?
A sweater."
Oh. Yes. And if perhaps you could get us a set of cold or hot weather gear sized for, and he kind of like hesitantly points towards the squirrel, like barding that works for cold weather. I don't know, something to keep her pet favorable in the brave new world.
And
I know it's an odd request, but
Jarrett's just like looking the scroll up and down, just like.
I feel like Squealy's just like chilling.
Yeah, I could
Great.
probably manage that. No guarantees that it'll be fast because it's probably going to need to be made to order, but it is small.
fine. You know, like he kind of leans away from Healy towards Jared and just like stage whispers to him like some doll's clothes, like a parka for a doll or something. I don't know.
Okay. Do you have its measurements?
I look at Squealy and I take a piece of hair out of my head and I wrap it around Squealy's torso and say, "This long."
Okay.
He takes the hair like gingerly, like a little grossed out, and looks like at your hair, and then looks at it and is like, "Thanks."
Zamturok literally is just gonna measure him with his hand, like doing this, like a span and a span and half a span, and his head's about a quarter span.
Is that
He's, like,
span the
right
same as a
side down.
normal span? I think. And he like
It's about a span
holds
and a
his.
half. He literally like puts his
Okay.
hand out, and the guy's hand's
Yeah.
oh
No promises, but I'll try my best.
great.
Thank you.
Right. Anything else y'all need for the travel? Cost. I will send the invoice to you after we have been able to get everything set.
Great.
If I were to look over this list and get an estimate to you, I mean, some of this stuff is a little specialized, not something you see too often here in Flamehearth.
Right. It's likely that we'll be under both Aubergine Snell and Lord Darrigan are the ones sort of fronting this expedition. They've given us some spending money to kind of prep, but obviously everything comes from the crown, so anything that isn't immediately covered in the invoice would be covered by them over.
Okay, then. I'll send the invoice to Master Snell.
Right.
And we'll go from there.
Awesome.
And as he looks up, the barkeep is coming back over with a dish for you, Zamturok, which is a fish that has been roasted, wrapped in some like banana leaves, and has some steamed vegetables, some carrots, some shallots, and some potatoes as well.
Wonderful.
And puts down an ale. And for Healy, he just brings 2 potatoes that have been like steamed, as well as a glass of some sort of liquor. You don't know what
take
kind.
I take a sip of the liquor and spit it back out and go, ugh,
What's wrong with it?
it hurts.
It's supposed to. Are you saying it
Here you
burns?
go. And I slide it back to you.
He just takes it and is like, it hurts. Like he drinks a little bit of it. Like, what is this?
You taste it and it's rum.
Oh. He's gonna ask the barkeep for a small glass of lemon juice, a lime, 2 ounces of salt, and a tall cup of water.
And the barkeep is like, I might be able to accommodate some of that. It's not quite in season for the lemons and limes.
If you have juice, it's fine. It usually keeps. So
I'll see what we have.
great.
Healy gets a margarita.
No, he's literally making. When it comes back, he's going to mix it together and pour maybe a quarter of the rum into it, and then stir it. And when he hands it to you, it'll taste like lemonade,
Perfect.
like salted lemonade. And he goes,
I like,
here.
I like she was like, it hurts. And then you're like, what is it? Rum. Oh, that makes sense.
And then he immediately makes grog out of it and is like, here, it's good for you. It's what plants crave and what sailors crave.
What is grog? It's what sailors crave.
It's what sailors crave. It's alcohol, citrus juices, water, and salt. So it's everything that you need to make sure you don't get either scurvy or hopefully dehydrate.
Yep.
Hopefully.
A plus.
Unless you drink more than, like a liter of it, and then it's the opposite in reducing effects.
I asked Jared if there's a way to make a leash for a bug.
Jared's just like looking at you with like a puzzled look, just like. Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you. And I go back to eating my 1 potato.
Right. Well, as long as you're here, if you need anything, you can always look for me. In the meanwhile, let's eat, drink, and be merry. Huh?
That sounds great.
All right. And as you are sitting there, you hear a bard that's kind of at the other end. One of the sailors who's on shore first time in a while. And he's kind of like strumming away on a guitar. And he starts singing a little song. The lyrics of which, kind friends and companions, come join me in run. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Come lift up your voices, O grief to refrain, for we may or might never all meet here again.
In chorus with mine. Come lift up your voices, so grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again. Here's a health and one to my lot. Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be merry, all grief to refrain. For we may or might never all meet here again.
As he sings, the lyrics strike a chord for you. Of course, especially for Zamturok, who hears it and I imagine sings along with it.
Oh yeah.
The words in particular bring home a small sense of finality, perhaps, for both of you. Looking around at this tavern, realizing that in 3 weeks' time, it's entirely possible that you may never see Flamehearth, this continent, or any of the people of this city ever again after 3 weeks. What are you both thinking? Zamturok.
Honestly, he's thinking that it'll be good to be at sea again. He doesn't take a lot of stock in civilization as a whole. It's a nicety to have somewhere to stay. It's a nicety to have somewhere to hang out and drink, but the same amount of camaraderie in home can be felt on a ship. You can, as long as you and the crew all settle your differences and get along, everybody can drink and sing together.
Healee, what are you thinking?
Healy's thinking nothing at all. Just vibes. Just like swaying along at the table. And then Squealy is dancing on the table.
As you sit there, enjoying a nice meal at the Crown and Anchor, enjoying the music of some sailors back from sea. The barkeep comes back with the ingredients. Zamturok, if you want, you may go ahead and roll history or survival to mix the drink.
Oh wow. I rolled a 19 plus 3.
Nice. You mix this together and it tastes not at all of alcohol.
And he's gonna give it to Healy. Like, here you go.
I sip it and think it's delicious, and I share some with Squealy. Now we have a drunk squirrel.
Now you have a drunk squirrel.
Then the
Then I
end
turn
game
to you
boss
and I
is
say, you know what?
drunk squealing.
I like you. We can be friends. And goes back to drinking.
And so, you all sit and enjoy a pleasant meal with some drinks, surrounded by some kind people.
I'm still just waiting for the fucking, for a guard to come in and be like, for any of you on the expedition, your buddies are in jail. Just like, oh.
Roll
We have
perception.
two stories.
God, no.
Oh no.
Both of you roll perception for me.
No. I thought we were gonna have a story of friendship and a story of battle.
That's 19 on perception.
Okay.
I lost everything.
No worries.
Let us drink and be merry, all out of one glass. Let us drink and be
14.
merry, all grief to
So, Healy, you're sipping this, and it tastes delicious. It doesn't taste at all of alcohol. So you're starting to drink it a little bit faster now. And you haven't touched your potatoes just yet. And you're starting to kind of feel it. You don't notice anything else. You're just having a good time, enjoying the music, enjoying the time. Zamturok, After you finish mixing it and slide it over, and you're enjoying the music, you glance over and you see an eagle lands on the railing just out the window, and is looking directly at you two. And that is where we will end today's session.
Let us drink and be